That on? Okay. Alright. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Happy Monday. Good afternoon. Welcome back. We're driving today. So, should be a nice, chill, relaxed day. Sorry I wasn't here on Friday. I was freaking, like, dead to the world. Like, oh. Thursday night was not a good night. Did not get any sleep whatsoever. So, I spent most of the day freaking Friday sleeping. So, my apologies for not being here, but I was done. There was no way I was gonna have enough energy to stream. So, and then I had family function and dinner and such Saturday, so even though I was possibly thinking about doing a stream to make up for Friday, I wasn't here anyway, so. And then, yeah, yesterday I was supposed to go out and we were supposed to work on the truck, but we're waiting for parts. But parts came in today, so the plan today is after stream, I'm probably gonna head out. We're gonna get at least the majority of it started. And depending on what all we can get done, maybe we can get the new oil pump in and then just have to put stuff back together. That I wouldn't mind. But I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, let me get some stuff fired up here. Um, I do also actually have my stream elements like on a tab open. So I'm hoping alerts will actually work today. Um, hoping. I guess I can jump someone in here. We'll just jump over here for now. Oh, I need to make an adjustment. 1 second. And whoop, there we go. I was in the wrong tab. My bad. But yeah, I want to let this fire up here for a second. And then, yeah. Because I haven't actually fired it up yet. I was a little busy. I had to freaking run, drop that off of work, and then take truck, go get freaking water and bring that home. That was a little bit of an adventure on its own almost. Like, if I was taking maybe a couple of jugs, I wouldn't be too worried about it, but freaking taking four of them at once, it's like, yeah, I can't quite lift all four at once, so we'll have to make a couple trips here. But got that done. Went and freaking picked up a couple joints. So we should be good for the day. And probably next stream too, I should say. I hope. I don't know. Depends. Okay. Let's get this fired up here. Come on. Okay. New update isn't out just yet. So far. We're here. Make sure we're in the right one. Okay, before we jump into ATS, I want to take a look at this real quick. I know I think I should have a couple new things in here, but I'm gonna find out here in a second. I'm just waiting for this to load. Okay, come on, there we go. Okay, oh, I do have them in. Okay. This is the, okay. I just wanted to make sure. We might be, might say screw it, and we might take a different truck today. Check out a new truck. Well, new truck for the stream, I guess. I've already done a trip with it, but yeah. Get jumped in here. Get this load. I wonder how much of a pain it's gonna be, how many times it's gonna lag a little bit trying to load itself in. Because I know, like, it's not usually bad when you're loading the career, but once you get to the actual, like, driving part, like, you actually go and jump in the seat, sometimes it likes to lag a little bit while it's loading. It makes the music sound a little screwed up. And, okay. In we go. Oh. One disadvantage to the wheel being where it is, it kind of cuts off part of the bottom of the screen, so it makes it a little hard to see some of the stuff. So sometimes if you look at the right time, it'll kind of catch me glancing up to like look at my OBS so I can see the bottom of the screen. Let's go with yeah, why not? Jump everyone in here so I can show you. Okay, now load. There we go. Yeah, I went on to the workshop the one day and I found this and I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is kind of up the alley almost of kind of where my Ford is. Except my Ford is not quite as big. So I was like, well, might as well do a trip. And of course, finding other videos, I found stuff like a Maz 7190. Yeah, I got tiny tires on it right now. I wanted to see if I could actually get it to hook up to a trailer. Because with the stock tires on it, there's no way this thing is hooking up to a trailer. I wanted to see like if it would just drop it enough, but unfortunately it doesn't. And then of course, another crowd favorite, I went and got a Mac R. This one I actually haven't done a trip yet, so we might take this thing for a trip today. Just because yeah, I haven't actually had a chance to like fully drive it yet. And then of course, you know, you got the Dodge. But I think for the first one, we'll probably take the Dodge. And then depending on where we end up and stuff like that, we will just probably switch over to the Mac and then take that for a trip or two. But yeah, with me heading out after stream, it is gonna be a little bit on the short side, and that's just because I started late because I was busy. But I need to basically be off for probably around 5, so it gives us just over an hour and a half. So that's not too bad. We can do a little bit in an hour and a half. Okay. Turn this on. There's definitely one thing, like you can't really hear it, but a nice little Dodge. Like for someone who's not a Dodge guy, this isn't bad. And I do believe this thing, if I remember, I might have to make a settings change here really quick. Is a yeah, I thought so. Okay, that's okay. It's nice, easy, quick little change here. We're just gonna go swap from an 18 to a 13. That's it. And now we can move. And it will actually float gears and everything like the big trucks, so but yeah, no, it's not very, at least from what I can hear on my, I mean, like I might have to turn my TV up, but like until you actually start getting up there, it's not the loudest, so it's not too bad. But there is definitely like sound there, so oh, excuse me. Oh, there we go. Okay. At a moment there, it's like, did my music just stop? Like, I'm pretty sure I renewed my freaking premium on YouTube, so I should have constant music. Look up. Oh, it's still playing. Oh, I just accidentally turned the speaker down a little too far. Quick coffee. And I guess next thing is to figure out what we got that's around us. And I mean, with this one, you do absolutely want to stay a little bit on the lighter end of the loads. So I think when I was reading the mod thing, if you keep it under, I think it's like 30,000 pounds, usually, you're good. Like, this thing will actually do just fine. Once you start getting over that, it starts to have a little bit of issues. But that's also partial to the fact of it's not a full-size semi. Just trying to think, what all do we... Okay, that one's close. That one's close. Oh, we're still in kilometers. I guess that is another thing we could do. We can just do a quick little fast travel back up here. And keep going with this. Actually, that sounds like a better idea. And that way I'm not having to worry about going in and freaking changing settings or anything. We'll just do a quick little fast travel. Okay, now we're up in the Nanaimo, and our kilometers and everything actually makes sense. Okay, free market. Yo, bro, love his James. I've been playing. Oh, well, thanks, man. Welcome on in. Yeah, no, I'll definitely have to. I'm gonna have to open Discord again. Oh crap. It's been a while since I've opened Discord. I'll be honest, I'm not the best with having freaking Discord. Sometimes I forget I have it. And then it's like, oh, right. That is a thing I can do. I'll have to try to the link again, see if I can get it put up. Okay. States. Is there really only? This doesn't seem. Okay. I didn't really want to have to open settings again, but I guess we're opening settings again. Gameplay. No, it's still. Oh. Weird. Okay. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to do a little time skip here then. That's okay. Um. Okay. I looking Hartford way? More just want to be. I would do the way enough. Okay. Do a quick little time skip. Oh, holy crap. Now we can see. Let's dash right here. What? Okay, inside. One straight. Good. Alright, let's try this again. What do we got? Oh, I mean, it keeps us in BC. Works for me. Alright. Do. Yeah, okay. And come on. It's definitely one nice thing to a little bit smaller truck. You don't quite have to worry about starting in a higher gear. Oop. Just gonna flip up around here. Oop. Yeah, we're finally on our way back where we should be going. Yeah, this thing is definitely a pretty freaking neat little truck. Like, we still got freaking Jake brakes, everything. Whoop. Brakes are still a little touchy. Yeah, if y'all ain't going, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I will definitely say, like, just compared to, like, my old truck, this thing has got some freaking go to it. Oh, I kind of wish the mirrors were a little bit more in, instead of being so far out. Alright, don't get me wrong, it definitely makes a good use for the UI mirrors. But would be kind of nice to be able to see a mirror there. Boom. And we want this lane. Yes. And down to seconds, we can actually go. And okay. Oop, oop. I guess touchy brakes are kind of nice for one thing, if you're going a little too quick. Okay, what do we got? It is the single. Perfect. I was gonna be like, I hope it's not the double. Pretty sure I didn't go for a double. We didn't. We are good. Although we are kind of on the line for our weight, so we'll see how this goes. It is, I guess, one nice thing to it not being full size semi. It doesn't take quite as much to actually get lined up. Suppose I should check our height too before we get too far. That's more my concern than frickin' almost being able to pull in. Just like, are we actually high enough? But we got suspension. Here's suspension. Oh. Okay, can I have my camera back? Thank you. Oh, I want. Yeah, we'll go this side then. And okay. That coupled so we don't have to worry about the legs. Yeah, like I've said before, like, do you imagine going to do your reset and drop your suspension and everything back down, and next thing you know, you drop the legs into the ground? Like, oh, that just sounds like a bad time. Alright. Okay. Well, no, not too bad, so I think we'll be okay. Okay, no, we're doing okay. We're not bad. No, not too bad. Do we? Oh, well, not quite the view I was expecting. And coming. Good, good, good. I imagine. I'm just curious as to how many people would look at this and be like, what in the crap is this? 'Cause usually you don't get a truck this small. At least compared to a trailer like this. Like, usually you get a big, like, 48, 53 footer, you frickin', you expect an actual, like, big rig to be hauling that, right? Not a friggin' little Dodge. Or a little, bouncy there with the brakes. Oh. Yeah, this is kind of along the lines of something I would like to do with, like, my pickup. Just a slight bit smaller than this. Because, well, mine's only a 1 ton. So, I can't go too big and extravagant with it. But I would like to do more or so. And bring in some other stuff. But of course, having it being, like, to do a motor swap, especially the motor swap I want to do, I need to frickin'... I'm probably going to end up having to find a donor truck. A little bit newer, a little bit beefier frame. That'll actually be able to hold it. Because, like... Yeah, like mine truck's a 1 ton. So it can hold a decent little amount of weight. But the thing is, with it being as old as it is... Okay. Jake brake. The Jake brake actually works pretty decent in this thing. Like, I cannot complain. Which is kind of a good thing. because otherwise I think we'd be a little screwed in some spots. Third. Okay, camera. And if we okay. Where is this freaking over there? Oh, use it. Okay. This, yeah, scale. Okay, perfect. And yeah, we can sit up top. We can actually hear it a bit. I can hear when I need to freaking shift. I do not, like I said, I might just have to turn the TV up a little bit, so. Inside lane. Okay, if it's 3 miles an hour, leads me to believe, and being up to, I do believe, 5 kilometers an hour should catch. Because I'm pretty sure that's how the game, um, differentiates it. It's like 3 miles, it's like 5 kilometers an hour or something like that. Oh, come on. Oh. That just about could have been bad. Just about. Alright. And now that we got the scale dealt with, we're kind of going the right way. Almost question whether or not they made us go out this way just because of the scale. Part of me wouldn't be surprised. But now we can get up and get going. Alright. Yeah. Okay. No. Oh, missed that one. There we go. Got time to pick up my coffee cup, apparently. Jesus. Yeah, I definitely need to get him out for that at some point. Like an actual second clamp on the back of the disc. Having the tablet with the dashboard off to the left is a little screwy when you're trying to watch what you're doing, but also freaking drive. Like, it's not... It's kind of like it would be on the dash, like where the little GPS on the dash is, but farther. So it'd be kind of... Let's just make sure we slow down here. Easiest way to put it, my tablet is basically right about where my mirror would be if I'm looking forward. So, yeah, right about where my mirror is, where my mirror would be right now, like the actual physical mirror, is kind of pretty much where my tablet is. So, it's a little screwy. I mean, I can't really put it on the other side, it won't fit in the gap there between the monitor and the button box, and... So, unless I can get him out, basically with an arm to frickin' bring it up and out and somewhat same spot, but a little more down and centered with the monitor kind of thing. I'll say we are making a pretty decent little dent, so like in the kilometers left. Like we started this with 300 and something. We're already down to just about under 200, so we're doing pretty decent, which isn't bad for only doing an average of 50 miles an hour, but we're doing 80. Okay, signal on the over. Looks like we're exiting here. Ooh, a bit of body roll on that one. That's okay though. I'm not too worried about it. definitely have to say, like, we're up on power compared to some trucks, but definitely, like, compared to the normal trucks that we're in, like my trucks, that yeah, we're definitely down on power a bit, and you can tell, like, because I went up most of that, and, like, my foot was on the floor. So we're taking nice and easy in the curves, because the last thing we want is to be going off the edge, especially out here. Not be fun. Not a fun day. Don't go into third for me then. Okay, let's do a little flip of our lights here. I mean, we don't really need to have our headlights on in the middle of the day, so. I'm not even yet. That's what I thought. Not really worth it. Next delivery soon. Dude! I guess we are a little bit behind. Damn. Like, we haven't even got off the island yet. I don't know what these guys up here are doing, but... yeah, we're definitely gonna be, probably sitting here for a few minutes. Is everyone just, like, ignoring the light? I'm gonna say probably by the looks of it. Okay. Bro, really? You can freaking wait till time. Although I don't know why they're only going through one. There is more than one. And there is no actual checkpoint here, so... make sure we can get through here. Without hitting anything. We need to be over here. Okay. Well, it's definitely not quite as painful as they had to make it. At least the nice thing is, it'll just come up and perk activates, and away we go. Okay. I don't even remember which one. I think we need that one. Hang on a second. 1 second. Okay, hold on. Yes, we want. We don't want to go to Horseshoe Bay. Not the other one. Okay, now we got that figured out. Time. Quick sip of coffee. Alright. Onward we go. We got 66 kilometers up. Yeah. Green light? Green light. What's on? We're getting a little bit later now. Here we go. There we go. That was so much better. Just need to get back into the swing of things. And Tango Fate. Perfect. I was hoping it wasn't just like an exit only lane. Hey. Okay, yeah, no, so we do want to stay in the middle. Because the border is on the right. And finally getting into Surrey. Perfect. Yeah, no, I must say, I'm definitely... I mean, to be fair, I was always very impressed with Pro Mods Canada. Like, to do something like this as, like, a mod is freaking insane. But, I mean, people do it, right? Like, um... you see a whole bunch, like, even if you look at, like, some older games, like Skyrim even, stuff like that, right? Like, the amount of mods and stuff.
this is freaking awesome. Like, the detail, everything, right? Like, it's to the point they make it look like it's base game. And then, yeah, and like, you see, like, an RCMP car or something, and it's like, definitely lots went into it. Definitely a good one. It's one reason I always love coming up here. Like, I know I had it out for a while, but I'm really glad I put it back in. Now it's basically just going to be a matter of keeping it updated. And then we're going to see how far they get. And then, like I said before, we'll see what happens when British Columbia comes out. Because SCS has confirmed it, right? Like, that is the thing we are getting. Like, we are getting British Columbia for American Truck Sim. So, basically everything we're doing in here will become base game. Well, I guess, and then, except for the Dodge. And that won't be base game. Well, I can't really say that. They might do something like a medium duty or something with the road trip thing that's coming out and all that. So you never know. So I can't really say anything. Like, I would have no idea. Come on, little guy. Need that lane. But yeah, being able to actually take the Dodge out on a decent little run for once, because like the first run I did with it wasn't that long of a run or anything, and like there wasn't that much to it when it came to like topography, like hills, everything. So being able to actually take it out for a decent little drive through the mountains and other stuff is kind of nice. You can see what it's actually capable of. And I mean, yeah, we might be late, but I'm not really that worried about it. If we're late, we're late. It's okay. Because I know it said they were expecting it soon when we were just getting on the ferry, so. Yeah. Let's turn that off. And clear the building. Perfect. Okay, where are we? Oh, just in the back line there. Cool. Usually they want us to put it like down a long thing. Well, I guess usually it's bigger container yards that do that, so that would make sense. Well, at least they made it decently easy for me. Basically, it's like, yeah, you see those two trailers right there? Yeah, put it in between them. And I mean, with a look at like this, it's not horribly hard. Yeah, I did that pretty much completely blind. I didn't even know where my trailer was gonna end up by the time I got to freaking sea, but that worked out. pretty well, if I must say. You can definitely tell it's like, I've done this before? Maybe a few times. Wondering, like, if I see other VTubers playing, like, I would really, I love to give advice and I love to help. Especially when it comes to something like this, and it's something I know, like, I'm actually somewhat decent at, something I can talk somewhat about. So, usually if I can, I definitely try and offer some help. Because I know how frustrating this game can get sometimes. But I mean, this is also where I started when it came to streaming, right? Like, before I was a VTuber, before I was doing any of that, like before the PNG, before the 3D model, right? Like, I was actually what we call a flesh tuber, right? Like, I had the normal camera, I could see me, my face, everything. But I got, of course, you know, being a fan of VTubers, right? Was definitely a big help with the start of it. Oh, went the wrong way. I got turned around. My bad. Um, but yeah, starting out as a VTuber fan essentially, and then I wanted to, you know, get into it, you know, see the stuff behind it, and right, like what goes into it, and I had, like I've said before, I'm actually surprised my computer runs some of the stuff I have all at once and streams it. Like it running everything all at once, usually it just fine with. But once you start adding like the streaming and having like make sure the output and everything, it's a little uh much sometimes, especially like depending on what what game and such we're doing, right? Like right now, like especially I based this on the GPU recently because I've already had to replace the fan in my GPU. So, in hopes to prolong this fan, I don't have to do it again. I mean, like don't get me wrong, I still have the thermal paste and stuff to pull my card apart again to replace the fan if I need to, but I don't really want to. But basically, since I put it back together, I've been trying to keep it, you know, not horrible. Because before I replaced it, it was getting pretty bad. Like it would get itself up to like 90, up to like 94, excuse me, 95 degrees kind of thing, and then my displays would just go poof black. So if you ever look back in the VODs on YouTube, because, well, my YouTube has effectively become a VOD archive. I don't really, I haven't done an actual YouTube video in, it's been a little bit. Um, I know at one point I said I was going to pull part of the one VOD out and try and put together a little tutorial video on, like, how to start VTubing for free. Like, at least, you know, give people an option kind of thing. Right? Because, like, absolutely, you got all these sites that are amazing for models and everything else, but if you want to do it a different way and don't have to deal with that, try it this way, right? Like, I'm not trying to say this way is better or anything than any other way. I'm just basically saying, here's an option, right? Like, if you want to explore a whole bunch of options before you actually start, here's another option to explore. If it works for you, like it does for me, cool. If it doesn't, cool. That, right? Like everyone finds ones that work for them and they do really well with. For me, this is just the way I did it. Yeah, I've got some stuff to tweak and fine tune, but
other than that, like I think I did pretty okay when it came to having a model. A little bit of customization, but also having an application to actually like track and transmit over for OBS and everything, right? Like, Bobby. Okay, I'm gonna reset my button box here real quick. We'll switch trucks. We'll do a quick little run with the Mac R. 'Cause like I said, I do still want to take a run with this. And it should be a little bit better than the Dodge, being that we have an extra 260 horse over the Dodge. But I also want to just take it for a run, give it a try, right? And with looking at time, we should be able to get at least a somewhat short one in. Even if we have to do it in the States, that's fine with me. Yeah, I'm looking at time. It's like, okay, if we do another run, we end about, say, this time, like end the trip about this time, we should be able to, like, write out and all this stuff by this time. I'm just trying to work it out in my head here. Good. Let's get our truck fired up. Go. And yeah, it's a little Macar. Just a nice little basic day cab. All I really needed. I didn't need too much. This guy, I do believe, if I remember right, is a 10-speed. What? Really? Oh, great. I can't do that while I'm driving. Okay. 10-speed, eh? Let's hope if I click on the right thing here. Can't believe it. Is it actually a 10-speed? No? Oh, okay. Definitely sounds pretty good. I must say, I like the sound of it. Can I have a... Okay. That should be fine. Okay. No, it's okay. It didn't want to go into fifth here. Alright. What do we got for a nice little somewhat short trip? You know what? Works for me. And it's right there. It kind of works out perfectly. Yeah, no, I definitely like the sound of it. Like, the turbo puts off a good sound, too. For being a little truck like this, I like it. Can I have a... Thank you. I was like, can I have my gear, please?
I'm a little surprised I only put a 10 speed in this thing. I thought it was like a 13 or an 18 at least, but... Oh, I can't see freaking crap out of those. We're gonna have to fix that. Pin. There we go. Straighten back out here. Yay. We're gonna do a quick little lag here. I can't see a freaking thing. Is it? Okay, we need to go out a tiny bit on them. Is that good enough? Straight enough. Alright. Make sure we get around all this, and out we go. Aha, there we go, there's Fizz. Knew I'd grab it eventually. I really like that I can see the signal light just out of the cab. Like, that is freaking cool. Oh, come on. Third, thank you. Oh. Oops. Skipped a gear. My bad. Not trying to skip a gear there. Like, with the clutch, skipping a gear isn't quite so bad, but it's not trying to skip it floating. Turn in. Alright. Damn, no, hey. Give me my gear. Thank you. You miss a gear and the thing drops off, and just have fun trying to get the friggin' RPM back up. Keep forgetting friggin' 6 is where friggin' low is. And this is one reason I love friggin' being able to take different trucks out and go see how they drive. Oh, come on. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna need this line. Put this back down here so we can see where the crap I'm going.
Well, my car's not bad. Keeping up. Oop. Until I freaking miss a gear. It's not the Mac's fault, that's my fault. Okay. Whoop, whoop. Just put that back. Okay. Sorry about that. Trying to hit one button, accidentally hit a different button. There we go. I know at some point I'll get them. Alright, 113. Jesus. I don't think I'm doing no freaking 113. Well, no, I probably could if I pushed it, but... That is okay. I'm gonna just drop down to 105 here. Well, I guess 65 technically. And we'll just let it go. Because I mean, we only have 130k, so that's technically... It would be more of... Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry, dude. Looking at my freaking timer here. 124k, hour and a half. Sounds about right. Depending on what all you have to slow down for. But if that was like just straight, you don't have to slow down at all, you would actually be looking at a little over an hour instead of over an hour and a half. But we do have... Oh, it's a nice sounding take. And again, you're gonna miss that. Goes. Oh, why do you... Oh. It's not good. Okay. There we go. My faceplate shifted on the button box and wanted to not let me push the button to resume my cruise. That could have not been good. I even tried like putting in a book and freaking having other stuff on it to hopefully flatten it out a little bit more, but that didn't quite work. Like it helped a little bit, but it didn't really help too much. Yeah. Dang.
back up a little bit here. Okay, jump back up top for a second here. Not that one, this one. Come on, there we go. Definitely one thing, when you go from shifting an 18 or a 13, you drop down to a 10, it is a little scary. Especially when it comes to like first and sixth, because you're just not used to first and sixth being where they are. Definitely not meant to stop that quick. My bad. It's okay. We're only 30k out. I can actually see the frickin' flag, so we're not too far. Ah, yes. Frickin' got 6 gear. Never. Stay green. Perfect. Alright, what kind of kerfuffle they got going on up here? I know I got turned that. I'll just move it. Oh. Oh, I see. Frick. Oh, come on. There we go. Right here. Ooh. I was not expecting it to be right here. I'm not gonna sit here and fight with him today. If he wants to stop for me, I'll freaking just take it and stop. I'll go. And just get out of the way. That off. And we don't gotta worry about scaling in. And just to keep on going. left here. Where? Oh, right there. No, perfect. Actually, one side of this. Okay, we're not gonna have too much room, but that's a nice thing about a small truck. There we go. Leave it to me to be off to one frickin' side, eh? Never fails. Never. Okay. Never fails. But at least that's in line with the door, so if they need to, they can just push it in. Alright, sounds good. Okay, dropped. Got our cruise off. Okay. I guess the question is, we have time for another one. Maybe, depending. Let's just see what's here, even around here first. Okay, that one's 227. That one's not bad. We could probably sneak that one in. Get in. We're right by the yard, so it's great. Sneak another one in. I think it says 37 kilometers, but it's literally across the street. Okay. There we go. That's better. Just curious as to why something seemed a little... What's screwed up? Camera cover decided to slide out at some point. That's okay. Not a big deal. Easy fix. Dude, you're like right in the way. Come on. You either need to back up or you need to go because I might. Oh, slightly. Okay, we do fit. Should've just went though. Alright. Where the crap are we going here? In here? Okay, free market. And oh, seriously? You freaking thing. And of course. Okay. Well, that freaking sucks. Okay. Oh, we're in the wrong freaking. Oh. This freaking thing. Oh, I see what it did. Okay, never mind. Wrong yard. I didn't even think of looking at the freaking actual name of the spot we were freaking sitting in. Really drive. I know, it literally made me drive all the way to the other yard just to turn around and drive back. Seriously. I mean, yes, I should have looked, and we could have just left right from the yard, but... I didn't even think of it. Okay, maybe beams for a second here, so I can actually see where the friggin' exit is. Can't freaking believe that. I hate when it does that. You can definitely tell it's not the first time it's freaking done it. now that we're in the right spot, that's better. Oh, sorry, really. Okay. Let's go get these hooked up. Hit the road. See how quick we can get this done. Yeah, I'm definitely not used to reverse high being this slow. Like, reverse low? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Reverse high? Not make that much sense being that slow. Right, like, reverse low. Makes sense. Reverse high, not so much. Yeah. 142 miles, 228k. 140-mile trip? Yeah, I think we should be okay. Now we actually finally got our freaking really freaking Jesus, like it really bugs me when the game decides to do that. Like, no, we're gonna make you run all the way across to this freaking yard over here just to turn around and come back. Even though you're basically sitting right at the thing. I guess. Oh, bitch, let's just get going. Now, we're kind of in time crunch. Alright. Come on, little Mac. I know you can do it. A little bit of quick work here with the cut. Oh. Shit, I guess the light had other ideas. I was gonna sit here and be like, okay, let's go. Run it kind of like I'm trying to race traffic almost. But light's like, nope, stopping anyway. Damn it. Okay. Six. 8. Like, you can definitely get them to go. You just gotta know what you're doing. Turn those back off. Effectively, just make the 10 speed kind of a 5 speed. A little bit of a screwed up 5 speed, but it works. You need to get friggin' moving. It's definitely one way to do it. Although, now we're kind of in the predicament of, alright, we're in top gear and friggin' it takes a little bit to get up there. 106 kilometers, 100 miles. Oh yeah, we're not gonna be that long whatsoever. Oh crap, oh yeah, okay, this thing will actually do freaking faster. Let's truck go. I got another 90 miles to figure it out. So far we're at 85. 86, 85. I think 85 is top for this thing. Yep, I want to say 85. Because that's foot on the floor, freaking. So, 85 miles, about 100. What was it, 135, 140-ish we were hitting in kilometers? We're only 75 miles out now, 120k. So, we're doing pretty decent. I mean, that's loaded speed. Once it's unloaded, that's completely different. I'll find that out one of these days. Okay. A little bit more. Maybe put it at 110? No. 110. Oh, perfect. 68-ish? It's usually what you'll get most Canadians do. Most. I do say most. I don't speak for all. Some freaking. I have some days I'll set my cruise at 110. It's usually at 110 with our speed limits being 100. A lot of people just do 110 and no one cares. Like, even the cops don't care or nothing. Like, they won't usually blink at you if you're just doing 110, just kind of sitting there, right? As long as you're not actually, like, doing something completely stupid, usually they just don't care. They say unless freaking hear from other people, like, unless they're trying to earn brownie points or something, but usually they don't care. So, and then, yeah, it depends. Because, like, I'll set my cruise at 110, I'll sit there and I'll just cruise, whatever. I'll get there when I get there. And then I'll have people freaking fly by me like I'm freaking sitting still. And it's like, what? Like, why are you, like, especially, like, even this time of year. Middle of winter, freaking stuff like that. Like, oh, that's a car right there. Yeah, so, freaking always, it's just force of habit. You go from freaking where like fifth is or fourth is if it's an 18 speed, and freaking you go up to your high range and freaking go up to high range and the freaking oh, not that far down. Um, try and go up to high range, but I end up trying for seventh instead of hitting sixth, and it's like, oh, that's not good. Why am I in second? No, I need to be in seventh. Come on. Looking at time, apparently I was a little concerned about trying to get here quickly over nothing. We're still freaking got some time. That's okay. Gives me a chance to get the truck started. A little bit of fuel in the truck and should be good. But I'll do that after I figure out where the crap this trailer's going. Can I see it from right here? Probably not. Oh damn. Looks like there's some actual like storm clouds out here too. Hmm. That make for a good couple screenshots. I have to remember that. Okay, where are we going here? Yeah. Over that. Through. Back. Right over there. I see it. Shut that off. Shut that off. Reset this. Sit inside. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. We're gonna have to come out a little early. Trailer at the door. Like, don't get me wrong, it's really nice that the Mac goes this slow sometimes when you're backing up. It like gives you lots of control, and you got lots of say where the trailer goes. But at the same point, it's kind of like I need to get this backed in and get some stuff going, get rated out. But like, I can't complain too much, just for the fact of how accurate it is. Not to mention when I do something like this. I still have the chance to be able to actually fix it. One more this way. Here we go. I'm not even gonna look. I don't even. Here. Alright. Get this guy dropped. And we weren't actually late on that one. Okay. Sorry. There's an alarm going on. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't actually like one of ours. Alright. Continue. Drive. Let's get out from under the truck here. Shut all of our lights off. And we'll just come sit over here. So now at least we're out of the way. Okay, perfect. Right. Straighten the wheels out. Pressing on the button box is good. Okay. Oh, almost everything. Let's actually check off so my key's done. Alright. Okay. I'll flip us back on over here for a second while I get this dealt with. Because, yeah, unfortunately, this is one thing I haven't quite figured out yet, is why my computer likes to freeze up a little bit. If I try and raid out and stream and then shut everything down, it just like freezes for like 5 minutes. So it's like, oh crap. But I find if I like switch over like to our chatting scene here and then actually go and close the game on its own and then let it do its thing, right? Like it definitely goes a bit easier on the system. So definitely helpful, and then it also gives me a chance to go in and freaking get this set up too. So just give me one quick second here. Okay, get this set up. And who can leave everyone with today? I don't know if I'll be able to. We might just have to freaking end stream for the day. I don't like ending, just having an end stream. I prefer to grade out. It's a nice thing to do. Alright, I guess that's not gonna work. I'll do this here. And I guess, yeah, there's no one I can raid out to, so we're just gonna end here. I am still gonna flip my screen here, though, just so when it comes to doing stuff later, it makes it easier. But, alright, guys. I'm gonna call her here for the day. Like I said, I do have to go pick a buddy, and then we're gonna go drive out and hopefully get the truck dealt with at least a bit today. So, yeah, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Thanks to everyone who stopped by. It's greatly appreciated, as well as all the follows and everything. Like I've said, we are on the road to affiliate, so all follows and everything is greatly appreciated. And, yeah, with that being said, we'll be back on Wednesday, hopefully around 2 p.m., unless I get caught up doing something like I did today, in which case it might be a little later. But that's the next scheduled time for stream is Wednesday at 2 p.m. I do go mountain time because of where I am. So, yeah, it's basically early afternoon kind of thing, depending on where you are, unless you're over in like the EU, in which case it's like 9 o'clock at night kind of thing I start. But, yeah, either way, like I said, we'll see everyone on Wednesday.